All right, today we are going to talk about adjusting color. There are so many automated tools that can make your pictures look really good, your images look really good prior to putting them up on websites. The first thing we're going to do is talk about kind of the only real manual tools. There's a ton of manual tools, but I'm trying to keep this video pretty quick. So first two manual tools we're going to talk about, if you hold down this menu, you'll find dodge and burn. Right, dodge and burn. Dodge lightens things and burn darkens things. So in this case, with the dodge tool, I might look up here and say, from full view, it's kind of hard to see the title part up here. So what we're going to do here is zoom in, and we're going to use this tool. There's adjustments here and how the brushes work, and again, there's a lot of automated or very intricate, delicate kind of details that you can change in here. Really, all I want to do is adjust this up here. Now, I just want to lighten it a little bit. Then I might lower it down a little bit. Get this area matching. What you'll notice is that it gives a little effect here, being quick. You can see little adjustments like that can really help you lighten things up. And if you have an image where part of it maybe is too bright, and you want to darken it up to get it to match around, what you can do is use the burn tool. Okay, now what we're going to do is talk about adjustments that you can make automatically. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you turn on your adjustments window. When you do that, what I like to do is take it, it might be popped out like this, and I'll take it over and add it to my menu here like that. And so now I have my adjustments and styles over here. I could separate them. There we go. All right, the first one we're going to use here is gradient map right here, and that is pretty cool because there's a couple things you can do. You'll notice the two colors I have selected here, foreground. You can pick, let's just say, two colors, and it matches your website. So you go in here and you select that, and you can do a gradient that only uses those two colors. So if you wanted to pick different colors, our foreground color will have a really, really light blue here. Our background color, dark green, dark green for our background. Foreground color will be this guy right here. And even though it looks white, there's a little blue in it. We'll apply a gradient map to that. Now whatever the darkest colors were are now that green, and the lightest colors. And so it's just a cool little effect that you can use in order to narrow it down to two colors. Right. Okay, so especially movie making, it's a very common method to pick a color and kind of change it just a slight bit. All right, so there's different filters you can use, and you can see the slight changes. So warm colors in art and design kind of excite you and lift you up. They give you certain feelings, and then you can do cooling filters. They have different automated cooling filters that will help. And then you can go with straight color to match your website. If you have a lot of red in your website, you can pick a red filter. Orange, yeah, or excuse me, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, violet. And you want to keep the picture the color you want it. Longer filters. And here you can adjust, give it a slight tint to match the overall theme of your website a little bit better. Black and white, forward. Change the black and white, but that's very handy. A lot of times you want something black and white. All right, so now we're getting into more of a lot of the automated tools that Photoshop will give you. One here is Hue and Saturation, and there's color balance too. That will do some automated work for you. But if we go into Hue and Saturation, you can create some cool effects. Again, you can change it manually, but you go down this list, you're going to see, I really like, so old style gives you a more old-fashioned kind of, we're kind of going backwards, but increase saturation more. If you look at this, it really gives you a much better image sometimes for what you're trying to do. You kind of look at the difference, it really brings that picture out when it comes to saturation. So another direction you can go, strong saturation, even more color, almost unrealistically. Greens and the reds and everything. If you look at the difference, that's the actual photo, and that's a realistic picture. Sometimes when you do these things, it just makes it more pleasing to the eye. All right, and moving along, right along, you're going to notice the same sort of thing. Vibrance, right? And if you, same with saturation, you can do that here manually and kind of just adjust it. You get something that your eyes are really. But you can do that along with vibrance. So again, you can see slight changes. And when you use both together, this gives you slight changes to your image, and you're going to find stuff that you like. What you'll do is you'll quickly modify pictures in order to get what you want here. Again, it just gives you a good look for your picture. Right, move right along. And one thing I do want to finally get you into is curves and levels. And what you want to do, you'll see 3 little arrows here, right? All the way back. Pick levels, okay? And you can easily just click auto. When you click auto, it'll think about it and it'll make some changes to your photo automatically. It's just going to make your picture pop and look a little bit better. And these are things just like Smart Sharpen that you can do that really helps. But one thing that not a lot of people know about is that when you go to levels, and before you hit the auto, hold down Alt and hit it. It'll pop up a button. One of the best things you can do here is find dark and light colors. Snap neutral midtones. You can do this quickly. Now, again, you can make adjustments and then hit OK. You're going to see a difference that you might like. But the next thing I like to do when I get in here is, after the fact, is make adjustments here, my liking. And what you're trying to do is remove the highest and lowest, and you can take your midtone filter and kind of adjust it to get exactly what you want. When you do this sort of thing, And you can see that there's a lot of light here, so difference here. Okay. Auto. That. Go to and we can come in here, look at the original, and look at 3 adjustment layers and see which one we like the best. And skipping this whole lightness and bring it right there. And this all the way through up to there. And manually kind of around. If you compare that, really see you can see some major differences in that image. And when you get to where you are quick at this, again, the original. All right, continue to make adjustments. One more example. You can use curves. Curves has an auto feature. Again, when you some of these pictures, it just, middle levels, and this is a picture. Another way to make your adjustments is with these droppers here. And so here's auto. We'll take a snapshot. Back. We'll Alt Auto. Find dot colors. Neutral midtones. Snapshot. This. Greener, right? Our original. But the last thing I want to, before we move on, is that you have these little droppers off to the side. Now you can make an adjustment like here. Last thing I want to do is find something that you think it should be black that isn't. Like this is got a lot of brightness in here. So find a part of this that should be black that isn't. Right here. And then we're going to go to our lightest part. And what should be the lightest part? Okay. Here, there we go. Part. That's when you're done with that. Now you have your original 1 and 2 with the audio adjustments, which work. Okay, but when you start manually doing something, that one's pretty good. I move the arrows. Go to 4. Really see the difference. All right. So what I wanted to show you is that using some of these simple automated tools, you can really make some color adjustments that really make your image pop a whole lot better on